Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright guys, welcome back to another round of Final Fantasy. As we left the last episode, we arrived here at the Ultimate Thule. Unfortunately, we have lost two of our friends along the way. We have lost Ankrid as he tried to cut Meteon in half and gave a small amount of life to the dragon section of the map. And upon finding the one dragon that was suffering from crippling depression and was going full emo, Stinian pissed it off and ended up becoming the next wave that we lost, and is now unlocked through a wind magic, this new area. So my wonder is which one of our friends we're going to lose next. I'm assuming Eorzeans and Alphino will probably be amongst the ones that survive till the end. I'm hoping Graha as well. I like Yshtol and Orion J. It's just those are the characters I like the most. Were not for the violet crystal embedded in the surface, what appears an ordinary stone. Curious. Oh, god damn it! Do not say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and skew the written words entirely. So we may assume that this will work for another race, one we have yet to encounter. Meteon claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as naught, doth wend its way towards a similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? Oh god damn it. Meaning there's a chance we might find whoever built them. We should go and have a look, come on. Oh hell no, look at that creepy big bitch. Oh, dude, this is... I'm just concerned for, like, all the friends we have. I don't want them to die. I hope they stay alive. I love this game. It's good, and I trust them to not kill them, but my god, is it messed up when you think about it. What the hell was that? Is that Cat? That ain't Casper. It looks like the frickin'... That looks like the goddamn ghost from Pac-Man. Bitch got glowy eyes. Misa not like this thing. Misa think this thing dangerous. Can we kill it? Hail, Travis, this is most unexpected occurrence. You are one creepy ass bitch. Hello, is this your home? It is. Forgive me, I forgot an exchange of introduction expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. Kenny? The vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and attention. Ia, I believe, was pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, we are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kof Kug. Yes, Kof Kug of the Ia. I'll just call you Kofi. And being that community intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are in this conversation via the medium ether, or dynamis, as this space is fused with vast quantities, and fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourself, we are ether-based life forms, therefore it may be surmised that our bodies are comparable biological proposition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. Total, I have read 198,712,180,827. That's a rather lot, isn't it? My apologies. I've moved into a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal forms long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people. We may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why, to bring in an end to our existence, of course. You creepy ass bitches, you gained everything you wanted and you still want to die. Though need and perhaps too strong a word, it would be... I keep clicking things right now, sorry for this. I'm moving. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple manner to unmake ourselves through use of etheric sanguinators. but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. You are one creepy-ass bitch. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well, to ensure our FFXIV exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the year. The traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of tacit approval of our plans. Exchange, your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Ea wandering the deserts. The desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. You mean they want to kill us and eat us? This is going rather smoothly, rather not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why civilizations so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answer dallying here. Let us be on our way. Well, it's probably because they're just tired. Pussies. Oh, I don't want to live anymore. I found a way to survive forever. I'm a whiny little bitch. Quit crying. Wait. You got the way of living for the rest of your frickin' little existences, and you're whining because you want to die. Well, you got what you want, and now you're bitching about it. You just ain't content. That ain't despair. That's just spoiledness. That ain't even despair. That's called being a whiny little bitch. Oh, that's why I'm glad I live in the time I live. I don't have to care about any of this stuff. Our future selves will have a lot of fun with this. They said there will be others, but I don't know what I was expecting. Creepy ass place. Something tells me of different definitions of the word abode. You should not be surprised their concept of village is so different from ours, and yet. I'm assuming this one's gonna be ended up, we're gonna lose your Stola. The Owl Dragons are shrouded in the silence of the dead, yet the stillness here doth suggest that the Ea are, by large, merely sleeping. More violet crystals. I cannot place my finger on it, but there is something unsettling about them. According to our bird, most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their dormancies, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? That is to question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in motile state, rest assured they would not eject were you to disturb their respite. You can only recast your thoughts towards one of the crystalline Damocles to communicate. Where Giggy at? I need Giggy here. Giggy, go backhand their asses. This civilization is some creepy ass bitches. I don't want to be involved with these people. As Wizard's logic comprised of spiritual energy, your lighting crystals has a living space, but it's nevertheless surprising to see. I don't give a damn about that. I just want them to stay the hell away from me. They're creepy ass little bitches. Do that from down here? No, I gotta really get up to this thing. I don't want to be anywhere near this. Push me the hell out. Cast your thoughts towards crystalline dark people, there is no response. Okay. He said, put your mind to it and they will respond. Well, so far I put my mind to it and they told me to F off. Even though they didn't say it. I'm gonna turn this ether right before I leave. Oh, is that supposed to like spell out a word after like you do enough of this? Dude, that's kind of cool. You wish to speak? Very well, pray a moment if you would. I gave you 1 moment. Now I go on. I find cousins of yours. Test them out, I will. I can't imagine how this place was when this place was packed. Why we seek around, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment, I must remember. What form did I take when I last emerged? Not the same one your freaking cousin over there did, you dumbass. What else form would you take? One person came in as old Kiani.
South Park. Oh, strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. Oh, that bastard doesn't want to get woke up. Pool of water. This place is creepy as hell. I don't like being here. It weirds me the hell out. I feel weirded out. That means I don't want to be involved. Did your increased EO satisfy responses? No. I see. If they failed to answer, then it's likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated ether now. Or not, there are no others who have need of these lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience. Yes, I imagine they will be with us here long. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few here have awakened. Ah, there they are. Other cannies managed to Talalok, Dudik, and Ned Neeg. Oh, that's a word that could get you in trouble. It's been too long, cough. I dare say Saturn the Fourth has been simply completed in orbit. Indeed, until travelers brought it to my attention, I noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers, of course, the ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is plain to see at the neighboring systems, but my single count would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Must I bid them awaken you? Why the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and divergence, they afford mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. Ah, by the way, Kolf, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That is which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Oh yes, so long has it been. I completely escaped my mind and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now. I am not saying that word. Nah. Don't call me knee. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further lore. Surely you recall that much. Of course, food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to the replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. You have a chance to learn something that I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. I swear to God, you idiots just bring in crystals. I'm just gonna whoop both your ass. I'm gonna kick all four of your asses. Yeah, eat a hard rock. I'll whip that ass. Wow, that's not even that far of a walk. I swear to God, I cannot wait to see what they bring out. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There's no particular name for it, but we traditionally sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. What? We were told to stand wherever we like. These strikes me as less of a meal, more of a ritual. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised any of you were standing here. I wouldn't stand in this crap. Judging by the construction of this facility, it would seem the EA directly draw upon the ether. Ether, they said, but I can't help but feel a bit nervous. Telling me, why the hell are we doing this? If thus are able to replenish our ether, the loss of vital sustenance isn't likely to be cause of their demise. I feel like it is. If it is, I suspect, in this so-called feast, actually, let me just see if it is for ourselves. Fear not, we are not like to come to harm. I'm not gonna lie, Stola. I don't feel necessarily the most comfortable sitting here letting this happen. I'm very suffer a rush of sweet here, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. Can I please just not stand here anymore? Great stuff again, but again, nothing seems to happen. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to the fact of the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of recreated Amarot. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is our memories of the dead with whom we deal. Also, I realized I skipped something on there because I tried to click. So did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we could not absorb it, a deficiency in our forms it would seem. Ah, very unfortunate. May I ask you how you normally replenish your ether? You eat food? Dumbasses. Through your mouths, you say, how very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we really could not partake of a magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we cannot fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Do not favor us with an explanation. You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its chasms, however. Very well, I shall indulge you. In the beginning, when we, the yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believe we could eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible such as land to the intangible such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend old limitations until we finally decided to challenge the last them all, the limit of knowledge. Let's say deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being, explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believe that we would free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find your answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge and said truth is essential for continuation of our conversation. If you learn more, we will share it with you. Now we must, primitive as they are, it mustn't be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They possess corporeal forms, their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, it is now our duty to warn them. What thinkest thou? We are deliberating and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of their abode, a place called Elegia. Or Gelia. I don't know. Like her master, your soul seeketh the truth of creation. How will the truth of who uncovered all to desire the end fall upon her ears? Very angrily. To define the Lord's creation would have been no such feat, even for the Ea. Nay, having eternal life and hence no sense of haste would have made it harder. Such tremendous drive for knowledge they must once have had, and I struggle to reconcile with the listless beings before us. Whatever answers they found, it did not bring them happiness. You may be intimately familiar with the problem, know it like the back of your hand, yet be powerless to solve it. In the course of my struggles, I've often been made keenly aware of this fact. However, I wonder, have the Ea never felt the same frustration? It is true the lack of knowledge can beget fear. Therefore, in theory, by acquiring all knowledge, it may seem possible to obtain peace. But as Hydaelyn told us, all these people who attempted to free their worlds from life's woes met with failure. And ye are not among them. As our presence here attests, the tale we are about to hear will not be a happy one. A fundamental truth. We have, of course, has led us to enlighten people to their indolent end. Before we hear the climax of his tale, mayhap I should speak of. Think about it would only be a distraction. We will talk more when the time is right. Oh. I thought I actually had to go. Ere we join the Ea, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Hydaelyn Gratia might trouble you for your assistance. But of course. My thanks for sitting outside their abode, if you would so kindly follow me. I know what mischief you're plotting, Oriandra, but I trust you have your best interest at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegia. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. What are you gonna do? What is he gonna do? I'm very confused by this species. You lived, did all this crap to just kill yourselves because you found crippling depression. And your idea is to learn all knowledge in the hopes that... I mean, I guess our species will suffer a similar fate at some point, because, the ideas of cybernetics and stuff, I mean, that is a plausibility. Although, personally, if it was me, I'd never get that crap done to myself. I trust me, I don't trust technology. Like, I trust technology to a certain extent, but if you're going to implant me with something, I trust not. My brain does not my brain says, no, I'm not touching out a 10-foot barge pole. You're not putting something in me that's going to mess with my body systems. I trust me. I trust what I've been born with. Whether it's, even though it's known to prone to fail and it can die at some point, I trust it because it's had centuries, if not freaking millenniums to build up to this point. Spring is a sizable one at that. I hadn't noticed it missed the dunes. It's had a millennium to get set this way. I trust it more. Aye, this place shall serve. Is the spring you wish to investigate? Forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. As we established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra that they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Meteion has taken her hearts unto herself. Meteion may contact them while they're still alive. I couldn't begin to guess. Taking her hearts unto herself? I'm going to agree. If Meteion can make the emotions of others as her own, I dare say she would be able to recreate them faithfully than she relied on any historical account, by which logic she must have visited them while they still lived, the dragons and the Ea both. So did I theorize, and upon that assumption consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteion perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as the Echeleti. In the course of her far-faring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a sensation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesses the power to grant it the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my superstition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteion did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and Ea into their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find a way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose end is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Here again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades, and bringeth thee the confidence I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider as my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest to favor and abide in faith as I fulfill my own destiny. If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must, and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend, I shall. Without further ado, then let us join our comrades. So I have a feeling Eorzeans is the one that's about to do something crazy. For a change. God damn it. Let's be off to Legia. So it's gonna be Eorzeans that goes and does something stupid. Ah, that's nice to know. God damn it. Let's continue on. We gotta keep going. Gotta get back to our friends here. Eorzeans gonna piss off the natives. And when he pisses them all off, they're gonna want to kill him. And then you still will want to kill him because she probably is the one that wanted to cuss him out for being idiots. My only question is, how much more do we have here? It's a fair bit of area to still run around to, but the question is, how many of our friends are we going to lose in a single thing? We could lose 2 of them, to be honest. There's no reason they have to just take one. I mean, we just had situations where one got taken. In theory, they could take you still and Eorzeans. Don't mind me. Come, let's hear the Ea's tale and learn what caused such enlightened beings to Graven Hildy. While we waited, we mentioned our star situation to Ea. They nodded sagely or said something to that effect. I understand you've taken care of business. If you're ready to begin, so are we. Seems everyone is counted for. Shall we then?
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
It's a bit creepy.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Denet 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age.
Oh, yeah, they basically came to the same conclusion we did.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Eorzeans.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled?
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn, alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Etheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Because that theory I had about 2 people going at once was a possibility. And it turns out it was. Never have I felt such emptiness. A part of me is gone. I'm fine, Hydaelyn. Like I said, our quest doesn't end here. Raha? Are you all ready to continue on? And let us make for where that light shone. Your stolen Eorzeans have opened the way for us. I'm assuming Graha's going to be the one that goes next. I'm assuming that's saying victory at any cost. That's who I would assume would go next. Because why would you get rid of Eorzea and Alpha that quick? The twins cannot be killed off that quickly. That would be very strange to do. Dude, this is just depressing. All our friends just disappearing one by one by one. There's absolutely not a goddamn thing we can do about it. Some manner of AI device. If our friends awaken, then it should be safe to use. Judging by their direction, it should be the place. Yes, I can feel the ether emanating from the arcane pattern. This is a portal, no mistake. Let's see where it leads. Alright, portal of wisdom. Oh, hostile presence. Oh, this is Omega. I'm in danger. That's... dead. This has to be Omega's side. Amazing, yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrive, not the most welcoming of places, is it? You must try to find Eorzeans who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land, see how far we can go. I'll help Alpha know with that. In the meantime, you and Ra can search for friendlier folk. Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we've finished exploring. Whew. I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the isle, so I propose we search the central area. There are machines patrolling here and there, sentinels in all likelihood. Like those encountered, they will most likely attack any venture too close. So let's avoid them and look for others that appear more approachable. Beta. Where's Alpha out? Okay, wait a minute, what? Oh wait. That almost became dangerous. You know, patrolling machines ain't interesting me. So the thing that person just fought isn't what I'm about to fight. Yeah, I don't want to get attacked. Does that say Omicron? I like this game. This game's my friend. It's fun. Don't worry, everybody. We got it. We got Omicron. We're gonna get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we killed one of them. We killed one of them. Yeah, get the virus, get the virus. Pog. Don't worry, everybody. Stopped in his tracks. Alright. Let's see, where do we go next? Striking Devil. Okay, you bitches are creepy. Get away from me. Yeah, this is Omega stuff. Cool. Oh, I want that tank so goddamn bad. You don't even know. That is one creepy ass bitch. Look, any machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we communicate with them. Begging your pardon, but we are searching for designations of the star. There's unknown life forms detected. Assigning generic label. Interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to the planet Blip Blue. Planet what? Could you please repeat that? Here's your hearing organ is unable to process the name in our tongue. It will be translated into yours. And Alphatron. People, oh my god. People meanwhile are called the Omnicrons. And you stand was one of our outposts. I can shut up. The Omnicrons, you say, and what is that you do here? Prepare for war. What? As a grand you have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should you start being become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and or terminated. Not a little frightening, these Omnicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what I can to learn about this fellow if you would try speaking with the others. Well, this is how I see it. Unfortunately, a journey has to come to an end at some point, and I think this journey has to come to a close as of right now. It is getting late. It is 9:08. I have been playing this game pretty much all day. I have not signed out. I have been enjoying it. I've gone to Golden Saucer, did what I wanted to do there, and now I feel like just taking a break, perhaps either playing something else, and start posting some videos, or see if Red wants to play. One way or another, I don't know which. But, I decided to extend this episode a little bit more just because I wanted to keep playing. So it kind of tells you guys my mood right now. I want to keep playing. So, tomorrow is Friday. I should have a little bit of time in the morning. I'm going to try to do 2 episodes tomorrow. That's the best I can do in the morning. I think what I'm going to do is, for the first time in a while, I'm going to have to tell myself to not log on to Final Fantasy and play in the evening. As much as I'm going to want to. Unless I get very, very held to myself, and I say screw it anyway, and I do it, but I'm probably not going to do MSQ. I'll probably sit in the Golden Saucer and play around over there. I've already done the Christmas stuff, so I have the 2 things you can get. I have this guy, and then the little squirrel thing. So I've already done that. So I did that off screen while I was, playing. I got bored and wanted to do it. Dude, I want to keep playing so bad. If I wasn't recording, I would finish this. But recording it for you guys hold precedence, and it saddens me so much. So, as I always sit there and say, enjoy Past Demon as he gives you guys the outro. But Morning Demon is going to have a fun time because he's playing this like a religious person. I just got to remember I got to be at work at 9. And then, if I can, I would like to maybe spend that evening, as I said, doing that, and maybe Friday evening I will try to record some because I will have some free time. I should have at least about 2 hours to myself. And I will probably be playing this game very crazily. So, as I said, please enjoy Past Demon, guys. And I will see you tomorrow for the next round of FF. See you then.
Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many openings because there's going to be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.